Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Animal Wisdom Tarot by Dawn Brunk, I believe is how you say that. Is it illustrated by the same person? I think so. Illustrated by Ola Leola. Aha, I can't believe I missed that. It's the first time I've noticed it. It's right there, right under Dawn Brunk. And on the back here, I just recently noticed too, the CICO Books, there's a website for that. I think it's cicobooks.com. So if you like this and you want to find out information about it, there you go. Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. And I'll show you the grungy back of the box here. So that's how you spell Jesse's last name. Alright, so if you like that stuff, there's the information for you to hunt that down and do what you want with it. Okay. What do we have for Scorpio? What is that last card? I mean, there's a lot of good cards already. Let's see what else we got. Because, like, I think they've all been good for water so far. Not for nothing. So, I don't know if we're just in that moment where water is, like, on top. I like that a lot for you. What is, like, there's something, like, I'm very perplexed about this ending. Because things are going well, but there's, like, a hitch in the road. But it's one of those times where the hitch in the road might be one of your biggest blessings. Almost maybe, I don't think of it like a dark blessing, just kind of like a hitch in the road, like you have to stop and wait and, like, camp out for a night or two. So it kind of slows down your progress. But it might be the biggest blessing. Because I think it might work out for you. Okay, so starting off, llama, rat, and health. Okay, which is funny with the rat and the health, because people tend to think of rats as carrying a lot of disease, and I think, not that that's incorrect, I'm just saying it's just very interesting, because the Four of Fossils is like the Four of Pentacles, and that's kind of like hoarding, and I'm noticing this rat looks a little bit disproportioned. And then the llama you got here, the Seeker of Fossils, which is more earth energy. Like, I think of llamas as like they can provide a lot of wool, or wool. I don't know if you call it wool, but you can make stuff from their coat. You know what I mean? They're a very helpful animal, very, very, very helpful animal. From at least from that standpoint, I know that they're getting more popular too. When I'm feeling llama, though, I just feel like, you know, it's something that has more value than what is seen. It's kind of like there's more value here than you can see, but it's also by dealing with what's not right and kind of eliminating and identifying what you can, you might be able to protect yourself from it. Maybe just by identifying it, you may be able to protect yourself from it. Not like you have to actively go towards it. And I'm getting the health card here is like you're improving your situation and you're improving it for somebody else too. Because I'm getting, again, it seems like I don't feel like I have to deal with the rat or get rid of the rat or like anything like that. I just have to be aware of it. And then I have to be aware of like what is attracting the rat so that I can like move it away from me, thus also moving the rat away from me. And I'm getting the llama, like I feel like it's a protection energy. Like I'm getting like there's a lot of dedication. Like it would be normally the Page of Pentacles, but I'm getting kind of like that coat feel, that very warm, very, it feels good. I think llama feels good, if I'm right, if you use that. I think, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of alpacas, which are different, I think. But I'm getting like something about the warm coat, feeling very protected, just by addressing it and then moving it away so that I don't have to make a big hubbub about it. I'm just trying to protect it, protect myself from it, and move it away without really making an issue. And I'm getting elephant in the abundance in the environment. They have bearer of justice here. It's card number 11, which I believe is the justice card. I could be wrong. What I'm getting from this is kind of like, it's almost like the way you're identifying it, other people are seeing it, somebody else is dealing with it. You're identifying it, but you're protecting yourself from it and moving away from it. Somebody else is dealing with it, and I think that's really smart for this. You've got better things to do. you shouldn't have to police that. And I don't think that's your business anyway. Not like you can't, but it's just kind of like your time can be better spent other places. So it's kind of like, let's move away from that. Somebody else is stepping in. The abundance with the justice card here. I'm getting justice feel. Somebody else is going to take care of it. You make a very good move to start off with. I don't think that's going to change, but it starts off very good. I get the Earth Mother, which I believe is the Empress, and the Travel card is telling me you identify it, and that's like, my job is done. Enough. That's it. Moving on. My job is done. And that's what you do, and I feel like that's really smart. I really feel like that's smart. You're moving on from it. They're just like really reiterating that. So, okay, you've done that. Cool. Now, there's a time period here where you've got a lot of other things going on. This might be looking back like how a situation started and maybe went a little dormant for a while. You've got harmony, Isis inspiration, harvest. You got a lot of other good things going on. You stepped away from that. A lot of other things went your way. Seeker of Feathers with the parrot, a blue parrot at that. I think that's so pretty. A blue parrot. That's just, I don't know. It's just pretty, very pretty. And then you got the Bison, Ace of Fossils, which is the Ace of Pentacles. You're doing well in this time. You stepped away from that situation. Whatever it was, if you had gotten involved with it, it could have just caused issues and problems that you don't need. It's kind of like, I'd rather enjoy life. You have a lot of energy. You can get a lot done. You might as well enjoy what you're doing. Why put your energy into something that's going to make you unhappy? No, leave it. No, forget it. You walked away from it, and you reap the benefits of it. The parrot, I love parrot energy because it feels like it's very communicative. So I'm getting like, there's been a lot of talk around this, but a lot of solidification. And I feel like people seem to be more trusting of you. Why? What are we? Okay, hold on. What's going on with that? By walking away from something, see, I think you were really, really smart. I think you saw something for what it was. So whatever you saw, and you're like, the rat, I need to get away from the rat. It's almost like you knew like this was going to become a bigger problem. It's almost like somebody talking negatively, but they're so infectious and they're so insidious that you're just like, picking up the mess behind them is just a nightmare. Like, it's a nightmare. Instead of getting involved or becoming a target of that rat, you walked away and it didn't become a bigger issue. But I feel like that rat might have been causing other problems for you. And people might have been looking at you in a darker light, kind of like, oh, maybe the Scorpio is a problem. That could have been a lot to deal with that rat, trying to make you look bad. And by stepping away, people really get to see the honest and the authentic you. And they're like, you know what? No, the Scorpio is actually really good. The Scorpio wants to get along and is very helpful. And, you know, it helps us get things done. It does what needs to get done. The Scorpio is very dependable. We like the Scorpio. And I'm getting people are trusting you more. It's almost like that rat might have been doing some damage, and that's one of the reasons you needed to step away from it. Because it's like the more you fought that rat, the more you fought the rat, the more damage the rat did. So getting away from it, it was not able to do the damage anymore, and now there's a lot of healing, and people are seeing the truth about you and how trustworthy you really are. I know that like Scorpio is a person of secrets, but it doesn't mean those secrets are bad for other people. But like, it's weird. It's like Scorpio they're great at keeping secrets, as far as I can tell. As far as I know, Scorpios are great at keeping secrets. If they don't want to say something, they won't say something. Is there anything else with the trust? People are like becoming more attracted to you. When they see the authentic you and they see your true light, they're very attracted to you too. So other things are coming towards you. I'm noticing Firefly, which is the Four of Wands, and success. People are kind of like inviting you into other things. It's almost like things were eluding you before. But by getting rid of that rat energy, your natural beauty is coming forward of who you really are. The essence of who you really are is being seen. And people want more of that around. And you're getting more offers, success in the Four of Branches here. Four of Branches? Yeah. Firefly. Very good, very positive, very, we would like to include you. Come with us. Come help us. Come do this with us. We want you to be a part of our team. Like, you're being seen for your true strength, your true benefit, your true asset, the true asset that you are. Keeper of tradition. Okay, this is not bad, but when I saw that, I didn't realize this was here. This is a good card, right? Okay, it is. I think this is also the Hierophant, which is Taurus. Taurus is the opposite of Scorpio, or almost like the challenger of Scorpio. Scorpio can be very random. Taurus is demanding of regimen, of like pattern, of like you do it a certain way, you do it that way, every time you do it the same way every time at the same time. So they can be kind of stifling for Scorpio, especially when Taurus is a leader energy, Scorpio is a leader energy. It's like neither really backs down. I'm noticing this in the environment. Be aware that this is here. Because I feel like they're seeing the true you, and you got a lot of value, but be aware that this is here. This is not a bad energy. But whatever you're getting involved with and whatever you're getting invited to become a part of, really look at the people and what they do. And like, because I feel like there might be a mode of repetition that they're looking for. It's not bad. Just be sure that you're okay with it, because it's like, that's like almost like one of the rules of engagement. Repetition, repetitiveness. I feel like I just said the same thing twice. I think I did. Like, be sure you're okay with that, because this is where this bump in the road comes, or like this pause moment, because you're invited and there's something you're going to be a part of that takes a lot of work, and you're good for getting work done. But usually Scorpio is very good getting things done on their own terms. Like, I can think of a few of them that I know that they get everything done. They get everything done very well, but they do it in such a random pattern every time. It's just kind of like, it's almost baffling how they did it. And there's a couple of them that I feel like they can't even explain how they did it. They're just like, I just needed to get it done, so I got it done. That's kind of the answer. Like, well, I needed to get done, and I just did it. And as I saw it, and as I needed to do it, I just did it, and it got done. It's like, they can't really explain it. It's just kind of like, you know, it needs to get done, and I do it. That's kind of the answer you get. At least that's the one I've been noticing. So if this is a stifling energy, be aware of the terms of engagement. That's all. Just if you can go along with it and you're like, all right, the benefits work for me, the benefits outweigh that, I can do the regimen thing, I can do it in the same pattern, I can do that, then that's okay. Because you got wisdom. Is it wisdom? No, it's knowledge and courage. You've got the knowledge. You know what this is going to require. Do you have the courage to do it, in the sense of like, is it going to drive you crazy to do it that way? That's the courage part. Like, are you sure you want to do this and it won't drive you nuts? The Two of Feathers is kind of like there's a block here. You got to solve that for yourself first. Identify that pattern and think about how long that's going to go, and think about other things in your life that have done that to you before and how they've gone. How long can you stand that? Is there a way you could get involved in this situation but kind of put a shelf life or a time limit on it, so that way, you know, I can do it for X amount of time, and then I'm going to need to step away and get a breather from this so that I don't go nuts. Because the regimen will drive you nuts, is what I'm getting. You have your own way of doing things. You have your own random way of getting things done. You're very good at doing things on your own terms, but when other people kind of hold you to a certain boundary or a certain regimen or a certain pattern, it can be a bit much. It can drive you batty. They're just saying, when you get to that point, just make sure you want to do this. I don't think you have to do this. I have a feeling you will at least do part of it. Just make sure you're only connected to this in a way that you feel like, okay, I have to do it by their terms, by their rules, but how long can I stand that for, and how long do I have to be? Like, can I make it like a couple months and then step away and do something else, and we have that in place so that's not a problem. So that way when it starts driving me nuts, I'll be like, oh, it's only till then I can hold on. It's only till then I can hold on. Almost there, I can hold on. And then when you get there, you just, get me out of here. I got to do something else. As long as you can see it that way, as long as you see it for what it is, and you can have your shelf, like you can have your term limit, whatever that is, I think you'll be fine. Just see it for the truth that it is, and I think that's all you need for this success. See it, because like I'm getting it's there. The bull is telling me it's not negotiable. Like, it has to go by the pattern every time, the pattern every time, the pattern every time. And it's not negotiable. As long as you see it, and as long as you put in, like, okay, I'll just do it from this time to that time, boom, and then I'm out, you'll be fine. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.